Well, hey everyone, this is Shawn Neal.
And Elizabeth Mikesell.
And this is the week ending June 2nd, 2012. This week, I went out to talk with Dianna Stone, the executive director at the Anderson Symphony Orchestra. We chatted about the ASO Friends Fundraiser that will be taking place at Garfield's this coming Tuesday.
Shawn was also talking with Barry and Dianna at B&D Needful Things about owning a small business. And then we went to talk with Teresa Rodebaugh at the Madison County Community Health Center. She is the new business development director there.
And Teresa was sharing with us some of the services that they offer, because a lot of people don't realize what all takes place there.
And their upcoming events.
Yes. And
they've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, so a lot of exciting stuff. This week we are brought to you by The Edge Golf and Dining at 519 Golf Club Road in Anderson. And Liz and I are actually out here right now celebrating the Walking Man. So
yeah, it was great in there.
Yeah.
It's just getting started.
There is food, there is a pool, and there is golfing all out here at The Edge Golf and Dining.
Now we will go to Shawn's interview with Dianna Stone at the Anderson Symphony Orchestra about the ASO benefit at Garfield's.
Hi, Dianna Stone.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing well.
Good. Well, we're here to talk about the ASO Friends Fundraiser at Garfield's this coming Tuesday.
Yes.
And I caught up with this on your website and thought, let's ask a few questions. Let's kind of dig into what you're doing here. First of all, what is, or maybe who are, the Friends of ASO, or ASO Friends?
Sure. The ASO Friends are our volunteer organization. All of the members of the ASO Friends pay a $5 membership fee, and basically that $5 membership fee goes towards all of their fundraising efforts for the year. So they make a commitment to the symphony to raise $5,000 every year. And they do several small events in order to do that. Some of them are a little bit bigger than others, and most of them raise about $1,000.
Okay.
And that's how they get to their year-end goal. They have their own board and their own meetings, though a lot of the members don't come to any of the meetings. They just pay their $5 membership fee and come to an event here or make a dish for an event there. So they're a great group of people.
Oh, wonderful. And what does the money go to that they raise? What does that help generate here?
It goes directly to support our season. So their money could help pay for a concert, could help us get music. They could help us rent out the facility, rent out the Paramount for a concert.
Sure.
So it goes directly into our programming.
And there are a lot of costs that the public might not see, but there are a lot of costs involved in putting just one show together. So.
Certainly, certainly. I mean, the musicians are just part of it, and all of our musicians are paid, but there are a lot of other costs on the back end to make all of that possible.
Absolutely. So this is a very broad question, but why is it important to support a program like Anderson Symphony Orchestra, in your opinion?
Well, there are a lot of reasons. I think the biggest reason to support us is that we're local and we're here for this community. Anderson's blessed to have a symphony like this. A lot of regional symphonies are going away.
Sure.
It's hard to pay for everything that we do. I think the other reason is ticket sales are part of the puzzle, but we can't do it with ticket sales alone. Even if we sold out every single concert, we would still not be able to cover all of the costs that come with producing these shows.
Right.
So we need that support. We need the financial giving, and we need groups like the ASO Friends to raise us money, and we also need ticket sales to make all of those things possible and to be able to continue producing shows and bringing classical music and popular music and bringing lots of people into the Paramount.
Right. And, we always talk about the arts and how they impact our young folks. I suddenly say that and I feel old now.
Yeah.
But the truth is that, symphonies educate through the arts, and we need to have an organization like this in the community for, if nothing else, for that reason alone, to educate our kids and to bring them up in a rich environment, a cultured environment.
Yes.
So that's my 2 cents.
I totally agree, and we do programming for 5th graders here in Madison County. We do a free concert for those kids to get them in, get them experiencing classical music, help them figure out what is a symphony, and just realize that it's not stuffy. It can be fun. We can do lots of cool things that kids will like, that families will like, and that's
Good opportunities,
that's our challenge, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, this takes place on Tuesday, June 5th at Garfield's. And again, it's the ASO Friends Fundraiser. So I guess between 5 and 9, all you have to do is go out. You can dine in, carry out.
Exactly. A portion of your meal will go directly to the symphony. You don't have to have a special coupon. You just show up, have dinner. Maybe you don't feel like cooking on Tuesday. You can just order and carry it out, and
that's me every night.
And go home. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, Dana, thank you so much. Again, it's Tuesday, June 5th, ASO Friends Fundraiser at Garfield's in the Mounds Mall here in Anderson.
Yes.
Thank you.
See you there.
This week I had a chance to stop in and talk with Barry and Dianna at B&D Needful Things. And we chatted a little bit about owning a small business here in Madison County and what the challenges are and, of course, the joys of owning a business. And we're here at B&D Needful Things with Dianna and Barry. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Shawn.
How are you doing?
Good.
Doing good.
Spectacular, huh?
Spectacular.
Well, hey, you guys have a store out here on East 10th Street. It's the corner of East 10th and Scatterfield. A little bit about what you do here?
We sell antiques, used furniture, collectibles, glassware, dolls,
Flowers.
toys,
Tools.
tools, candles, lamps, you
Just
name
big.
it. Anything
Just
for inside your home.
Yeah, just about every needful thing you can think of.
And a big variety, yeah. You've been here about 7 months.
Uh-huh.
And what's it like starting your own business? Let's break down all the barriers. You started this. What's it like? I mean, is this a tough thing to get started, or?
You know, it was loads of fun, actually. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
we really, really, really enjoyed doing it. Me and Dianna worked really well together. It was quite expensive, and yeah, a lot of work.
A lot of hidden costs that we weren't expecting to.
Sure.
A lot.
But
yeah.
we've met some wonderful people, and we just love Anderson, and we love it here, and it's just, we feel like this is where God wants us, and that's where we're staying.
Good.
And
Now, some of the challenges, because I told you I wanted to talk a little bit about that, because there are challenges in running your own business. I'm living testament to that. What are some of the challenges that you faced over the past 7 or 8 months?
I think the main one for us is just getting our name out there, letting people know we're here. Because every day someone says, oh, I didn't know you were there.
Right.
When did you open? And we've been here 7 months, so, and we're trusting word of mouth to get our name around, and that's working well, but it's a slow process. So.
Absolutely. Well, and it's important, I think, that as people come in and they have a good experience with you, which they will,
Yes.
I know for a fact.
Thank you.
That they share that. You just always share that information to make sure other people know it. But also keeping in mind that you're not working with employees that are here 40 hours a week to maintain the infrastructure of the store. It's the two of you that do everything from open doors in the morning and close them at night. So
It's true. It is a lot of work, but
Yep,
we
I
love
know.
it.
yeah, but it is. It's a labor.
It's a labor of love. Yes,
It
it
is,
is. And we
yes.
enjoy it very much. It's something we both always wanted to do, and
Yep.
and it's kind of a dream come true for us.
It really is a nice thing to get up in the morning and not have to go to work for somebody else.
Right.
It's nice to get up and be ready to go. Not like, oh, I have to go.
To look forward to it.
Right. I think more and more as the economy slowed down for a while, a lot of folks kind of did this. They ventured out on their own. And they said, it's hard to find work. I've had this passion. I know I'm good at whatever it is I do. Do you encourage people to kind of go out there and pursue the dreams and give this a shot?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
as much as possible. A lot of people, we just had a lady in not very long ago who was talking about opening up her own shop in another state. And we gave her some advice, and she is just a really nice lady, and I think she'll do very well. She was a very nice person.
Yes.
Had
true.
good ideas, too.
Yes, and she actually bought some things here she wants to sell in her store, so that made us feel good too.
That's nice. Yes.
We have a really wide variety of stores, so a variety of things in our store. So it's nice when people come in and they find what they're looking for, and that's where our name comes from, Needful Things, because we try and have something that everyone needs.
Right.
And small business is really important in a community. If you have an empty building on the corner, it just looks terrible. So filling it with something needed and something good is a good thing.
So are you seeing a lot of people from outside of the Anderson area that come in or wander through?
Not a lot, but some.
A few.
Get some?
Yeah,
Okay.
a few. Usually they're brought in by somebody else that already knows about us
Sure.
and wants to show them the store.
Okay.
We had a couple from New York today that were visiting their daughter here.
We've had a great response like that,
Good.
which is a good thing. The word of mouth again.
Absolutely.
We have two of our loyal customers that call us their store now. One lady, Penny, tells her husband she wants to go to my store, and she
good.
means B&D Needful Things.
They've claimed your store.
They've claimed our
Absolutely.
store for their store.
That's
It makes
good.
us feel great.
Well, thank you two for sharing. And remember, you are located out here off of East 10th Street. What's the
2209 East 10th.
There we go, 2209 East 10th.
Yes, right across from the Family Dentistry.
There you go. And Taco Bell.
And Taco Bell.
Is a great
Taco
landmark.
Bell's the light, yes. If you're going north on Scatterfield, go just past the mall, over the bridge, turn right at the light there, and we're right there.
Very
You
good.
found us.
All right. Well, everybody come out and visit these two wonderful people and check out the store. Thank you very much, Barry and Diana.
Thank you, Sean.
Sharon.
The Madison County Community Health Center was founded in May of 1999, incorporated by the state of Indiana in August of the same year, and received its federal IRS approval in May of 2000. The center achieved its Community Health Center status in July of 2000 and began clinical operations in the fall of 2000. Today, Elizabeth and I stopped by and talked to Teresa Rodebaugh, the Director of New Business Development, and asked her what it is that the health center offers and what is the impact that they've made in the community so far. And we're here at the Madison County Community Health Center today with Teresa Rodebaugh. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're doing fabulous.
Excellent.
How are you
Good.
today?
I'm great, thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
You and I talked a couple of weeks ago about the services here, and it was fascinating to learn everything that goes on underneath this roof as I drive by it every day. So first of all, for those of us who don't know, what exactly is the Madison County Community Health Center?
We are a community health center located in Madison County, and we are a full-service medical, dental, and behavioral health facility. We also have a pharmacy here on our site. We offer education classes, and we just have a lot going on here, as you said earlier.
Yes, and it's that whole spectrum of healthcare services that qualifies you then
Correct.
as a community health center, right?
Correct. We are the only federally qualified health center in Madison County. That's an FQHC. That's kind of a buzzword. And that means we get federal and state dollars to help fund us so that we can see patients at a discount price. We are not a free clinic, but we do see patients that are underinsured or uninsured at a discount price.
That kind of goes along my next question is who does it serve? Because one of the things that you and I talked about is it does certainly serve that population. However, this is a service that anyone can use.
It is, absolutely. I think we're kind of a secret here in Madison County. Not a lot of people know about us. A lot do, but a lot don't. And we actually can see anybody. We do focus on the uninsured and underinsured, but we also take all insurances. We take Medicaid, Medicare. So anybody that needs health care, dental, behavioral health services can come to our clinic here.
How many patients do you see annually?
Annually, we have about almost 40,000 visits per
Oh, my
year.
goodness.
That's a lot. It is a lot.
It is.
It is a lot, and it is growing. It is
Absolutely.
growing because of Madison County and the unemployment situation here and the loss of jobs. A lot of people are unemployed, uninsured, or there are companies that are losing their insurances and they aren't offering insurance anymore, and people can't afford to go to the doctor. If you qualify financially, you can come here at a discount price.
Right. And there are, I know, folks that tend to use the emergency room as their physician, and this is an alternative to that obviously the bill is going to be less, but this is geared.
Yes, and that's something we are trying to educate the public about. When you go to the emergency room, yes, you can be seen. Yes, at the moment you may not be charged, but you're going to get that bill for a few $1,000s. And the emergency rooms, the hospitals both work with us here at the health center because they don't want all of that in the emergency room, especially if it's for a cold or flu or something that we could handle here at the community health center. And our price for sliding fee at the health center, if you qualify, is $25 to see a doctor.
That's amazing.
That's a far cry, $25 to a couple $1,000s at the emergency room.
Right. Well, and in the bigger picture, of course, it helps make sure that the emergency rooms aren't congested when those folks who do need emergency services come through.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
Very important to say that. So, as far as the impact, you've been here for 12 years as the community health center.
Correct.
And I mean you loosely as community.
No, I've been here 8 years, but
Right.
the health center's been here 12.
What impact would you say you've seen in the community since the arrival of the community health center?
I would say the 40,000 visits per year would kind of speak for
Speaks for
itself
itself,
as far as the impact. We're just able to see patients because we are a federally qualified health center, because we are offered that funding from the federal government. We do see patients at a discount price, and not everybody can do that here. We're the only community health center here in Madison County.
What about like the qualifications of the doctors here? Is it the same as if you were to go to a hospital?
Absolutely. We have family practice, internists, nurse practitioners, physician assistants. We are looking at a pediatrician and hoping to have that on board. We had one, and of course we've been in the transition time, so we're trying to bring that back on. We have all the support staff, the RNs, LPNs, our medical assistants, and of course all the administrative end. And then we have our dentists, our dental department, behavioral health, psychologists. And actually, because we do receive federal and state funding, we have certain quality measures that we have to meet, and that includes with our providers. So we kind of almost at a higher standard of what we have here because we have to meet those standards at the health center.
Right. That's a good question, I think, because the perception might be that you pay lesser for the service that may be lesser quality, and it's absolutely not the truth.
No. In fact, we have quality measures we have to meet, and we send in reports for that.
What led to the decision for the remodel, the growth of this facility?
Actually, we had approximately 9,200 square feet, and in that we had a medical, dental, and behavior health, and we were like shoulder to shoulder in this building, and we added about 20,000 square feet, and now we are spread out. I believe you went on a tour of our health center, and it's almost full. We use all of it.
Yeah, I was going to say there are a lot of facets to this. As you walk down the halls, you see other branches that, again, aren't visible. It's kind of like driving by. It's not visible to the eye, but once you dig in a little bit, you go,
Correct.
Right, I've been passing by it going to the library for years, so I've kind of watched it as it got remodeled. I didn't know exactly what it was at the time, but I was watching it.
It is beautiful. It's a state-of-the-art facility. I mean, it has everything that, it's up to code. Everything is... it's just a beautiful building. For those of you that do drive by and look at this, it was built so that we can expand onto the other side of the building as well, so that we can continue to grow within this area right here.
Right. And speaking of growth, Elwood is just now received their own Madison County Community Health Center branch, I guess would be the appropriate.
We've been there for, I think it was 03 or 03 maybe.
Oh my goodness!
And I probably shouldn't say the date because I wasn't here when they opened. It might even been 02. But we have Elwood, but we did get a new facility as well. We moved to the downtown area at 1518 Main Street, and that has a full medical, dental, and behavioral health there as well.
Yeah, so you see the same services in both locations.
Exactly. And we also have a school-based health clinic in Alexandria. We're open 1 day a week, and I believe the new site will be at the elementary school, and they'll see patients from 9 to 6. During the school year, they see children until 3, but then they can see the community from 3 to 6, which is great for Alexandria because those that have transportation issues can now go to that clinic there. And in the summer, of course, it'll be open for everybody.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the outreach there. That's occurring.
And I will share too that the behavioral health is in more of the schools than just Alexandria. They're in Elwood, and also I believe St. Mary's, St. Ambrose here in Anderson.
Okay.
I was just going to touch on, you have an internship program here?
We actually do, we accept interns from just about any college that would like to come here. We have them from Ball State, and don't ask me to list them all, but any college basically within the area that needs an internship, whether it's in the administrative side, clinical, dental, or even behavioral health, we do accept that.
Okay. Yeah. How long are the durations for those internships?
They're all different. I have an extern at this time, and she needs to put in 320 hours. That's a lot of hours.
Yes.
And I also have another extern. I've been blessed with having two, and she needs 220 hours. And there are some of the interns in the behavioral health that will do 6 months, 9 months,
Sure.
even a year.
So then most of your interns are from colleges going into that field?
Yes.
Is that the only people that are eligible to intern here?
We do take volunteers as well.
Okay.
People
So
can
just-
volunteer to work here.
Yeah, let's
We
talk
take
about-
a lot of volunteers. We can always use an extra pair of hands here at the health center.
Sure.
We have a lot of big events that we have during the summer months especially. We do
Right.
a lot of events. We always need a lot of volunteers for those events.
Do you utilize volunteers from the RSVP program? Or?
We do.
Okay.
We use the RSVP program. We've used the work release program. We've done that before. We also use volunteers from the Christian Center.
Good.
Stepping
good.
Stones, Man for Man. And, while we're talking about volunteers and the events coming up, I will share, if that's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
The events that we have
Let's
coming
hear it.
up. First of all, on June 21st from 12 to 2:30, we have an event called the Baby Shower, and that's where all the expectant mothers and moms who just had their babies can come. It's a big baby shower, and we have a big baby shower cake, and we have a lot of
Very
games.
nice.
We do presentations on car seat safety. We have a lot of booths, a lot of giveaways, so that's a real fun event, and we'd love to see a lot of participation in that. On June the 26th, from, it's 2 to 6 p.m., we're going to have Men's Health Day. With men and women and children, usually you don't hear a lot about the men's health. You hear a lot
Right.
about women and children. Men do not like to get together and talk about their health issues, and they're more strong, and like I can take
We'll-
care of
we'll
this
take care
myself.
of it, yes.
Exactly. So, but we're going to have a big Men's Health Day, and we're going to be offering A1Cs, prostate exams, blood pressure, cholesterol, and other screenings. And we also have some giveaways. Some of those are from Don Miller Tire. From Montana Mike, we have a gift card. We have the Edge Golf and Dining Package, which is, we have 4 of those to give away.
Those are nice, yes.
Lowe's gift card, Ricker's gas cards. We have some giveaways coming up. And the guest speakers for that are going to be, we're going to have a urologist, a cardiologist, we'll have our health center providers, our behavioral, dental.
Right. And, it's neat to see because you're right, for some reason, those of us with testosterone tend
Speaking
to
from
not.
a male perspective.
Right. We
Right.
tend to maybe neglect
Right.
some things. So it's nice to see not only this event, but to see some of the incentives that
Yeah.
you pull people out,
Sure.
and then you have the opportunity to talk.
Sure.
And that's really cool. I just wanted to stop you there and
That's
thank you
okay.
for doing that.
Oh,
That's
we are excited. This is
very
the first
cool.
one we've ever done, and we are hoping for 100 men. I don't know if we'll get that, but we are hoping for 100 men.
We will rally for that.
Yes.
Shawn will be there.
We would love it. But we have a lot of good things happening. We're going to be offering refreshments and food, of course. Men want to eat.
We like to eat.
Yeah, my dad. Bring
Yeah,
food.
and the next event I'd like to share is our CHAP, which is Child Health Access Program. It's our back to school. It's for immunizations, and we're actually going to have 3 of those. One is in Anderson on July the 18th. It'll be here at the health center from 10 to 7. We'll be doing school exams, immunizations, and we'll do dental checks as well. And we'll be doing that at all 3 locations. The other location is Alexandria, and that one will be at the elementary school, again, 10 to 7. And then in Elwood, it'll be on August the 1st, and it will be at our health center there, which is 1518 Main Street.
Wonderful.
And all of them are going to do exam, immunizations, and dental checks.
And,
So,
yeah, these resources are there. That's what
right.
we need to make sure that folks know
Right,
that.
absolutely. And then last but not least, our backyard barbecue, which is August the 3rd. Last year we had about 650 people come here. We roast a hog, we have chicken, burgers, hot dogs, corn on the cob, all the sides, and we have 2 big tents we put up. Last year I think we had 3. And we have entertainment, we have a DJ, It's a big...
Sounds exciting.
A big celebration. It's actually a kickoff for our National Community Health Centers. It's a kickoff for that from us. And a thank you to the community for their support and to our patients. So we invite everybody to come. It doesn't cost anything, but we do take donations, but it doesn't cost anything. We always have a great time.
So as far as donating, when it comes to, you've got the event here, which obviously you accept donations at that point, but being a 501c3, how do you accept donations throughout the rest of the year?
You can actually even go to our website to donate, and that's www.mcchc.org. And there's a donation form on the website. You can donate. You can call the health center, and anybody will take that for you.
Well, and sometimes volunteerism is
right. There's a lot of in-kind volunteer. Like, for instance, today, I don't know if you noticed the big pots as you pulled into the driveway, but the city of Anderson gave us about, I don't know, between 10 and 16 pots for flower pots.
Oh, sure.
And it didn't cost us anything, and they brought them to us and delivered them and put them down for us. And what we're going to do here at the health center is adopt a pot, and we're going to put vegetables and herbs and different things in it and allow the community to partake of those if they wish.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not just the traditional flowers, which I like because I'm big on the herbs. And
but you can do the flowers,
vegetables.
the herbs, and the vegetables and make a beautiful pot out of it. So.
Yeah, and it comes back to that, non-traditional, when you think of donations, it's things like that empower you to go out and...
Absolutely. Right.
Teresa, thank you so much for spending your afternoon a little bit
very
with us.
I appreciate you asking me to do this. This was an honor
absolutely.
It's always an honor to represent the health center. I think there's a lot of great things going on here for our services and our education classes that we offer, and there's just so much that we do in the community that we want to reach out to them to let people know so they can come and be a part of it.
Right. Yeah, well, we certainly appreciate everything that you do here and as the health center. So thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
All right. The Madison County Community Health Center offers 2 locations. In Anderson, they can be seen at 1547 Ohio Avenue, and in Elwood, they can be found at 1518 Main Street. The Anderson phone number is 765-641-0255, and the Elwood phone number is 765-552-0841.
So, what do we have to do this week?
You know what? I think if you look on the community calendar, we can answer that question. Let's take a look.
All right. Well, it looks like the Lapel Library is kicking butt this week. Starting with their summer reading kick-off.
Ooh,
Monday,
nice.
June 4th from 5:30 to 6:30. And also at the Lapel Library on Tuesday, June 5th, we have Family Story Time from 11 to 12. And then Thursday, June 7th, Dream Big, ages 6 to 12 from 2 to 3.
And then it is Library Week, I think, here, because we've got some stuff coming up at the Daleville Library also, and that's the preschool story time on Thursday the 7th at 11:30 to 12 o'clock, and then again at 1:30 to 2 o'clock. So kind of a nice little event there if you have a preschooler.
Right. On Saturday, June 9th, the Pendleton Farmers Market is happening at 8 a.m. If you're looking for vegetables or fruits this summer, that is the place to be. I've been there, and they have a fabulous... They have a lot of different stuff. They even have meats, like organic meats, too.
Good.
So
a lot of
definitely check that out.
Definitely. And then if you're in the Alexandria area, the Tiger Trot 5K run and walk is on Saturday also at 9 a.m. That's when it starts, so make sure to get there a little bit early to get signed up. And then Saturday night, very cool, at the Paramount Theater in Anderson, Next Step School of Dance will have their recital. That's an annual event that happens. It starts at 7 p.m. on Saturday evening.
And then also on Saturday evening, you have the Anderson Speedway Saturday Night Racing, where they're going to be having cars like the Edco Welding Street Stocks, the WMDH Thunder Cars,
G.W. Pierce, Forward Figure 8, and more. And that's $12 to get in for most of those races throughout the season. And gates open at 4:30, and I think the races start there around 8. So it's kind of a full night full of fun. I'll get that out. It's easy for me to say.
Night full of fun.
Yes.
Full night full of fun.
Which is exactly what we're having way too much of right here.
Apparently.
Apparently so. Well, hey, everybody, this has been The Week Ending. We thank you all for tuning in. Once again, brought to you by The Edge Golf and Dining. Yes. And make sure you come out and visit them in Edgewood. All right, everyone. Well, my name is Shawn Neal.
I'm Elizabeth Mikesell.
And And this has been
The Week Ending.
The Week Ending is a production of Connect Madison County. Tune in each week at Saturday at noon to get the latest edition of The Week Ending. And as always, look on connectmadisoncounty.com for all of the latest information, news, articles, and stories from around Madison County.